We're slowing down because that guy moved out of the way. We're going over to the left. There's a curve there. We're coming back over to the right. He's in our lane a little bit. Let's see what Autopilot decides to do. What's up, guys? Today we're out here on another rainy day. It's not coming down too hard right now, but we're going to try out some city driving, and hopefully it does come down a little bit harder as we drive. We're going to engage right now. We're at the stoplight, and let's see how well we can do. Hopefully we don't have to disengage whatsoever. Hopefully there's always someone in front of us when we get to a stoplight, because that'll be great. See how well the car can handle city driving in the rain in Autopilot by itself. And who's honking? No, they're not honking at me. I'm not doing anything. Alright, so right here is kind of a narrow road right here. Everyone's speeding, I guess. Don't people usually drive slower in the rain or something? I don't know what's going on. Everyone's going faster. So right now, it looks like the rain is kind of letting up. We just pretty much got mist from the road flying on our windshield right now. The windshield wipers have been working fabulously automatically. Let's see, where are we gonna head? I guess we'll just keep going straight. Oh, great. Okay, we're gonna make it through here barely. And we're gonna make it through this one, no problem, hopefully. All right, so now it looks like we're getting into some congestion, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what happens. I don't foresee anything going wrong because you guys saw when I was on that road trip and it was coming down super hard, I couldn't even see the road. Autopilot was doing great until the windshield wipers didn't turn on and then it lost control. But as long as the windshield wipers keep the camera clean, I think we should be doing just fine. And the windshield wipers aren't really going on. I guess they don't need to yet because it's just a little bit of mist, although I would have it on to keep the window clear completely, but I guess the AI knows what it's doing, right? Right, that's how it works. Doing a little bit of swerving around, but not too bad. Slowed down going through this intersection a bit. Ooh, you saw it went to the left, went to the right. It's not really going in a straight line, although the road isn't technically going in a straight line. We're slowing down because that guy moved out of the way. I hate when it does that. The guy gets out of the lane, but then the car wants to stop for some reason. Now we got to pick up some speed again. I'm not sure if it's driving slower because it's raining, like if it knows to do that or what's going on, but it's not really picking up too much speed here. But now we are back to our top speed of 50. The window is getting pretty watered up from the mist, just from all these tires driving by, but no windshield wipers right now. Pretty interesting. I mean, I could see enough, but I would have the windshield wipers on right now to keep it completely clear. Although I guess, there we go. It cleared it off, now I can see perfectly fine. So it looks like the camera's probably starting to get covered, so it's like, yo, better put on the windshield wipers, keep it clean. We have a nice day though, I love all these clouds. Alright, we got all this construction over here, all these cones showing up on the display. Looks like we're coming to a stop eventually. Now these lane markings, they, like, just looking at them, it kind of blends in with that, you know, that rubber filler stuff that they put on the roads to fill in the cracks, especially when it's all wet like this. So I'm really impressed that Autopilot's doing a good job at navigating through these lines. I mean, obviously a human driver would be able to tell the difference, but a camera would get confused, you would think. But if they got the AI programmed correctly, I guess it can tell the difference. And it's probably using the car in front of us too to help it guide, so I'm really interested to see if it'll work if nobody's in front of us. Hey, they got a windshield wiper on the back of their van. That's pretty cool. How come we don't have one of those? I always thought it was kind of funny watching it. Oh, they got one in front of us too. Why don't they have theirs on? Alright, the light is green, so we should start moving in a couple seconds. Probably gonna be a little bit of a delay once the guy in front of us moves. The guy behind me is gonna get mad because we're just chilling. It's gonna go. There we go. See, it's picking up really slowly. I feel like that truck next to us is pretty close. I don't know if we're close or they're close or the lanes are just small. But it feels really close for comfort. Alright, right here, we're staying within the lane. Okay, it did weave a little bit, but I think that's pretty normal. lot of traffic on the other side. I really want the rain to start coming down super hard like last time. That'll be insane. Oh, these roads are terrible. There's a pothole like every couple feet, filled up with water and everything. Uh-oh, we're gonna barely make this one. There we go. See, every time we go through an intersection, it does kind of weave around a little bit, but it gets back in the lane. Doesn't cause any casualties. Right now we were a little bit over to the left of the lane, and then we recentered. I mean, the guy in front of us isn't even centered in the lane, so Autopilot's doing a really good job. Alright, looks like we got another red light coming up. Okay, when that lane opened up for a turning lane, we did kind of have to merge over a little bit. At least Autopilot thought so. Everything's so far so good. So far we hadn't had to disengage whatsoever. Although there's not too much rain or anything going on, but some things do happen even when it's not raining, so you gotta be ready. Especially if it's raining, right? I guess it is Saturday. I was wondering why it's so busy out here. Then again, I guess it's always busy out and about. I'm not sure how. I gotta move to the countryside. Alright, let's see how long it takes for us to start picking up speed. I guess about 2 to 3 seconds, not too bad. Although it's more than a human driver would do, unless they're not paying attention. Okay, wow, we got another red light. It's like we got every red light so far. Although it made it through that intersection, no problem. Oh, the rain's starting to come down. Perfect. You guys can hear that, I hope. It's definitely coming down faster. Not super, super hard, although it might be getting there. Hopefully. Because I really want to see how this will go in the city with some super hard rain going down. With all these other variables, all these other people. Ooh, it's going to get real. And this is where it's nice to have a glass roof. You can just look up, look at the clouds, look at all the raindrops coming down. Pretty awesome. Alright, so the wipers are active, keeping the windshield clean, keeping the cameras clean, keeping them happy. So Autopilot should have no issues here as long as we can see the road. Although, you guys saw that video, the windshield was covered, the road was covered, and somehow we were still going. I don't know how it did that, because I couldn't even see it. Alright, so the light's going to turn green in a couple seconds. Then I guess it'll take 2 to 3 seconds for us to start going. Yeah, guys. See, he's going and no one else even moved yet. Okay, here we go. 2, yep, about 2 seconds. Slowly picking up some speed. Alright, let's see if it gets confused up here. It's going a little bit to the left. Although we are centered in the lane. It's pulling to the right. Although it's staying in our lane, so that's good. I mean, it knows there's a car right next to us. I don't think it will jolt over into him, right? I mean, that's what I expect to happen. I expect it to know there's cars there, so it won't try to move over too far, even if it thinks it needs to center in the lane or something. So we did brake a little bit when that guy got over and cut in front of everybody, and the guy in front of us slowed down a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Windshield is getting more water on it. The windshield wipers haven't, there they go. Alright, so the windshield wipers are staying active. They're just going as needed, which isn't too often apparently. Although maybe it is now, it's coming out a little bit harder. Plus we're moving faster. Not that fast, I guess. But yeah, more water, faster speed, you know, it makes it seem even faster. Velocity or something, right? I'm not a scientist, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's a circus? There's a circus! Who wants to go to a circus with me? I haven't been to a circus in a long time, and I've never been to one that's actually in a tent. I've only been to the ones in the arena. So, I really want to, wow, I want to go to the circus. A rainy day at the circus. What could be better than that? Okay, we're closing in a little bit of a gap, coming to a stop. What's our watt hours per mile right now? We're at only 216 watt hours per mile, so that's actually really good. I thought it'd for sure be lower since it's raining, and it's not that cold, but it's raining. And when I was doing that drive on that road trip in the rain, the watt hours were super high, but it was 20 degrees colder, so that probably factored into it. I thought it was just because of the rain, but maybe not. I'm not really sure what happened there, but we had to slow down to make it to our destination. Right now we don't really have a destination, we're just going. Okay, we have a pretty big gap because that guy creeped up already, and now we're going. Oh, it's picking up speed a little bit faster now, more aggressively. Faster than that truck next to us. All right, we're going over to the left. There's a curve there. We're coming back over to the right. We're centered again. All right, so when it goes to the intersections over here, we're having a lot of trouble just going straight. It keeps weaving around, but it always makes it back in the center. It doesn't cause any issues. So I think it's just the road, because these roads are terrible. Hopefully you guys can see how terrible these roads are. Like, they are so bad. Wow, we got a lot of mist coming up from tires. Oh, we just slowed down a bit when that guy jolted over into our lane. That's weird, because I don't think the guy in front of us actually slowed down at all. So it's like Autopilot knew that there was a car coming over and was like, okay, I better get ready for this. And it did. That's amazing. All right, now we come to a complete stop. Wow, every red light, you guys, that's what I'm saying. All right, got the green light, 1, 2, ready to go. It's actually being a little bit more aggressive on the throttle right now. Okay, this one, it actually went rather straight that time, didn't weave around. And then the window's actually getting really misty. Although we are going straight, we're staying in the middle of the line. It keeps seeing the turning lane right there as a double line, then going back to a single line, then going back to a double. I mean, it's a single with a checkered line, so I'm not sure if that would technically count as a double line, but it's getting a little bit confused at it. And once again, it looks like we're gonna stop at another red light. But at least we know Autopilot can stop for us, so it's not really an issue. Like, I'd be pretty mad right now if I was driving myself and I was like, oh great, another red light, another one, but I don't have to worry about stopping for the guy in front of me. I just have to worry about the guy behind me stopping. That right there's the issue. Because I know for sure, okay, he's moving out of the way, and oh, look at that, Autopilot's moving a little closer to the next guy. I wonder how close it's gonna get. Oh, it's actually moving pretty close. I thought it was gonna leave a really big gap for a while, but we got decently close right there, okay. Okay, now he's moving up more. I'm not really sure why. It's not like he's getting anywhere faster. The light's still red. Well, now it's green, but you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, 1, 2, let's go. All right, started off slow, but got more aggressive once we got to 10. Going through, and we made it through there straight. Perfect, okay. Window's really misty once again. Although I can still see perfectly fine, but obviously if you're a human driver, you want it to be as clear as possible, so you'd have the wipers on right now. The Autopilot seems to be satisfied. It looks like the top of the window actually isn't covered in that much water, so I think all the mist is just coming down to the bottom half of the window. So that's why the cameras don't see the water coming all over the window. So that actually makes total sense. As long as the cameras can see, it thinks everything's chill. And if you're an Autopilot, that's basically all you need. Okay, we just drifted over to the left a little bit, almost went in the turning lane, but then came back. Right here, we went a little bit to the right, but came back to the center. I have my hand on the wheel, stop bugging me. I really wish they would enable this inside camera to see if you're paying attention and looking forward. That would be great, that way it wouldn't have to nag you so much to keep your hand on the wheel. Unless you're looking over here. Well, you guys, I don't know if you guys can see my face unless you're looking over there. I mean, that's basically what the Cadillac Super Cruise does. It keeps an eye on you. I think it's in the wheel though, and has that little ring of lights or whatever, which, I don't know, I prefer not to have that ring of lights. Seems like it's kind of unneeded, although I guess for their implementation of self-driving, then it would be needed. but it seems a little bit better just to have it like this. We don't need this ring of light because we have this thing that pops up right here and it beeps at us, and all we just need is that camera enabled. So Elon, if you're watching this, enable that camera. Because a lot of the time I have my hand on the wheel, but it doesn't realize my hand's on the wheel, so then it starts yelling at me. I'm like, come on, I'm wiggling it, and it doesn't want to realize I'm doing it. So then I have to flick the scroll wheel or panic, and I'm like, oh god, I'm going to crash trying to let you know I have my hand on the wheel. But we are at another light once again. Are you guys keeping track? Take a shot every time we stop at a red light. You're not going to make it through this drive, trust me. Okay, let's see what our watt hours are. We're at 213. We drove 10 miles since I left, I guess. Since I started back up on this drive. I don't think it's been nearly 10 miles since since I started recording. Alright, the light is green. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Picking up some speed. Alright, this intersection's not looking too nice, although we took it just fine. Oh, I can feel the sun coming back out. Although the rain is still... Was that lightning or was that the sun? That was weird. Was that... What is that? I saw some light flicker. Maybe it's in my head. Yeah, Autopilot's doing perfectly fine. Other than that little weaving through the traffic lights, everything else is chill. Window's getting really misty once again. Windshield wipers took effect. We are braking a little bit because the guy in front. Oh, right there, you saw we jolted to the left a little bit. Came back to the center as we went through the intersection. Oh, we went a little bit over there to the turning lane. But the lane did turn, although still, it should have stayed within the lines. Alright, guy in front of us is slowing down. Do we have a stoplight or something? Or is everyone just stopping? I don't know what's going on. Now we're picking speed back up. Made it through the crosswalk intersection. Okay, this guy's turning. Okay, it looks like see, we're slowing down right here. The guy behind me is probably gonna get mad, so I had to override that with the accelerator a little bit. I don't know why it does that. There's nobody in front of us. You would think it would just keep going. Like, it's weird because people can merge over in front of you and the car just keeps going as long as they don't stop or anything. But if someone leaves the lane, then it freaks out and starts stopping. I don't really understand what the logic is behind that. Maybe it's because they moved over and it's like, oh, they moved over because something's in the way, so it slows down to check on it. I'm not sure. People are passing me right now and I'm going 5 over the speed limit. Oh, this guy's not going to be able to pass me. He probably should have stayed behind me. See if he gets back over behind me. It feels dumb. Or maybe he'll just stay there to keep his pride in check. We did brake a little bit hard right here. Oh no, now he's passing me. Wow. Instant karma for me, huh? Alright, now we're picking speed back up. Alright, let's see what happens when we go through here. Okay, we did go a little bit to the left, although the lane did go to the left. I noticed it that time, so Autopilot's doing its job. It just feels weird because we're all of a sudden moving over, but that's how the lane goes for whatever reason. Whoever made these lines went over to the left. Probably by the time we get all the way down there, the lane's gonna be 20 feet over that way. And once again, you guys guessed it, another red light. I wonder if you can time this to get right there, it went a little bit to the left because that lane did pop out of nowhere, I guess. Not really, but on here it did get confused on the lane markings. But, well, I completely forgot what I was saying. You guys probably know. You guys can comment and let me know. What was I saying? Wow. Oh well, it probably wasn't that important. Or was it? Maybe it was the most important thing ever, and I forgot it. Ooh, I can hear the rain coming down harder. Come on, just let it all out. Alright, road is curving right here. We're taking it no problem. I'm impressed right now. If you guys have noticed, we haven't turned off autopilot once. It nagged us a few times. Sometimes did the beep because it didn't sense my hand, but other than that, we haven't disengaged. We've had someone in front of us at every stoplight, all the stoplights. We had all, hey, here we go. Is this a Model X right here? Hey, what's up? Model X, woo! They weren't happy to see me, but yeah, we haven't disengaged whatsoever. We're in the rain, windshield wipers are working fine. This drive has been pleasant. Nice drive in the rain. I know some people don't like driving in the rain, but I mean, I don't like driving in the rain, but that's mainly because of the other drivers. I trust myself in the rain. I'm trusting Autopilot in the rain. I don't trust these other drivers though. We didn't move a little bit over when that lane, the turning lane came this way a little bit, but we got back center, no problem. Over a train track, this guy right here is just chilling. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. Oh, gas station, $2.95 a gallon. Ha! Suckers! Ha! I don't have to pay $2.95 a gallon. Okay, hold up. This intersection right here, I think instead of having a 4-way, it's more like a 5, maybe a 6-way. Although I guess we're just going straight, so it shouldn't have an issue. Although, I'm really curious if it's one of those, if we have to go straight at like an angle or something. There's an, uh-oh. Looks like we're taking it. Okay. I got my hand on the wheel. Okay, so we just took that one. My bad. But yeah, I don't think it would make it if we have to go straight, but like it goes to an angle because it's like a 5-way intersection. I don't think there's any way Autopilot will be able to make it right now. Although I've been surprised before, so it's possible. As long as there's someone in front of us, I think it would make it for sure. Okay, this truck right here, he's in our lane a little bit. Let's see what Autopilot decides to do. As you can see, he's sticking out in our lane. I don't know if it's gonna try to go around him. Oh, it decided to stop. I have my foot over the brake because I'm not sure what it's gonna do. It might speed up. No, he's out of the way now. But it did recognize him as being in front of us, so it didn't want to go. And it started trying to go around him a little bit, it looked like. Although there was someone next to us in the other lane, so we couldn't go into that lane, so it knew that, so then it decided to stop. At least that's what I'm thinking happened. Maybe we just got lucky right there, I'm not sure. But that was really cool to see, because that was the first time I actually experienced something like that in Autopilot. Anyone up for some donuts? I don't want Dunkin' Donuts though. It's only 2 p.m., but right now the donuts probably trash. You gotta go there right when they open, otherwise don't bother. There's so many other better donut shops around. Man, look at that, no problems whatsoever. We're still going strong. Granted, the rain wasn't too hard, although there is rain and it is a variable, plus all these other drivers, the bad roads, the bad lane markings, the potholes, all that stuff. Autopilot took it just fine, haven't had to disengage once, although we did technically run a red light, although it was yellow when we started, so I don't think that counts, per se. Plus, if we would have stopped, we would have been on a train track. You're not supposed to stop on a train track, so that means you have to take it. You have to keep going! That's how it works. If a cop comes, that's my explanation right there. All right, so, okay, 4. Okay, we're barely gonna make this one. 2, 1, yellow, boom, made it through. Went a little bit to the right, over to the left, back to the center. She's walking in with an umbrella. She need a ride. But yeah, everything is chill. And we're actually doing really good. Only 201 watt-hours per mile. That's impressive, because it's raining and everything. I thought it would have been a variable to make us use a lot more energy, but apparently not. That's impressive right there. We've only used 9 kilowatt-hours in the last 15 miles. I mean, I guess that's a little on the higher side, but definitely not too high, especially now that it's dropping, because we were at about 240 as we started. More gas, $2.89 a gallon, guys. Okay, looks like we're not gonna have to stop here. Perfect. Going straight through this one, nice. Window is really misted up, although the camera looks like it's not nearly as misty as the window. So somehow the water gets caught down here, and then up here at the top of the camera it stays nice and clear. perfect. Alright, looks like we're coming up to another red light, of course. I'm surprised we had a bunch of green lights this whole time. But what do you guys think of the way we drove just now? No intervention, all autopilot in the rain, under 200, we're at 196 watt-hours per mile. Let me know what you guys thought of everything. I thought it was really good considering how bad the roads were. And there's a lot of people around and there's water coming down everywhere. And right here, made it perfectly fine. It's amazing. I'm impressed. Didn't have to disengage once, didn't have to use the brake, didn't have to steer. Just keep going. As long as someone's in front of us, we're good to go. I'm so ready for self-driving. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And until next time, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. As we come to this red light, boom, just like that. Put the money in the bag. And there goes the light rail. But seriously, guys, I'm out. I'll see you in the next one.